what up guys, it's Ando here and welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys the best trick tip on how to do a kickflip to frontside board slide. Now, kickflip to frontside board slide is basically when you do a kickflip into a board slide position with the obstacle away from you rather than behind you, which is kickflip to backside board slide. So that's what a kickflip to frontside board slide is. To do this trick, you're going to want to know how to already do a kickflip, because if you don't know how to do a kickflip, then you're going to struggle to do one into a frontside board slide. So make sure you know how to do a kickflip first. If you don't already know how to do one, go and learn it, and as soon as you learn it, come back. Feel free to stay on and listen, but once you know how to kickflip, this is going to really help you to dial in your kickflips and get them more consistently. So make sure if that is you do come back. But yeah, this will be assuming that you know how to kickflip, but you don't necessarily need to be comfortable with your kickflips. You just need to know how to do them, because as I said before, this will help you to get consistent with your kickflips and dial in those skills. It can be daunting thinking about doing a kickflip into grinds or slides, but sometimes you'd be surprised with yourself if you actually give it a go and give it a try, and it'll actually really help you to get consistent with your kickflips. So what you need is your favorite fingerboard. I'm using my Berlin wood, and you're going to want either an obstacle or a book. I'm using Stephen King's It. It's pretty good for fingerboarding. Some people prefer Harry Potter. I'm not one to judge, whatever floats your boat. But all jokes aside, I'll be using a book for this demonstration because everyone has access to books and they're great tools to learn how to fingerboard by doing tricks, by using them as an obstacle. So you're going to also want a book that's a comfortable thickness. This one's a bit high off the ground. It might be a bit high off the ground if you've just learnt how to do a kickflip. So maybe get a book that's a bit thinner, or obstacle that's a bit thinner and lower to the ground, but not so low that you can't lock into the frontside board slide. So once you have your book, what you're going to do is you're going to place it down and approach it head on. So it's sort of horizontal to your fingerboard path. So you're going to approach it head on and do a kickflip and land into a board slide stall. So that's all you're going to do. You're just going to practice doing a kickflip and landing in the stall. Okay, so we've changed camera angles. So once you're comfortable with doing the kickflip into the board slide stall, and you've done it a few times and you want to take it to the next level, all you're going to do is you're going to grab your book or obstacle and you're just going to slightly turn it. You don't have to turn it much, but just turn it slightly and do the same thing. So you're going to just kickflip into the stall. Once you feel comfortable with that, or you've done it a few times, you're going to turn it at an angle again. So it's at more of an angle, and you're going to do the same thing, but when you land into the stall, you're going to slide the board and finish off the slide and roll away like so. So once you're comfortable with that, you're going to turn it again slightly. Now this time it's going to be at a more parallel position. So what you want to do when you do the kickflip, you want to try and turn it into a 90-degree angle into the slide rather than hitting it head on. But you can still hit it head on depending on the angle of the book. So it's going to look something like this. Once you get comfortable with that, you're going to turn it again. It's important to note, do it at a pace where you feel comfortable. You might not want to slightly turn it. Just do whatever works for you. So eventually you're going to keep on practicing and turning the obstacle until it's parallel and facing away from you. And then you're going to be doing a 90-degree kickflip into the board slide and finishing off the board. And that's basically how you learn how to do a kickflip to frontside board slide. So it's pretty simple with this method. By slightly turning it, it trains your mind to sort of ease into the kickflip frontside board slide, rather than how some people teach it, which is just doing a 90-degree kickflip, which can be difficult to learn. This just eases you into that. Okay, so there you have it. Now you guys know the fastest and the best way to learn a kickflip to frontside board slide. This method also applies to kickflip backside board slides. You do the same but turn the opposite. So yeah, there you guys have it. Just before we go, I wanted to give you guys one bonus and one big trick tip. So if you guys know how to do a kickflip to frontside board slide, then you basically already know how to do a backside flip. So a backside flip is when you do a kickflip backside 180. And if you already know how to do a kickflip frontside board slide with that method, then you already know how to do a backside 90-degree kickflip, because with that method you're landing in 90 degrees, right? So all you need to do to learn the backside flip is take your obstacle away, but imagine that it's still there and that you're kick flipping into the frontside board slide. So you're going to want to do a 90-degree kick flip, and when you land, you're going to do a revert and finish the rotation like so. Now you want to keep your fingers above the board like this. Some people, when they do a backside flip on the fingerboard, they land like this, but it definitely doesn't look as stylish. So you're aiming for a 90-degree kick flip and then revert. Okay, so once you get comfortable with that, that's not actually a backside flip, but it's going to help you to learn the rotation of the backside flip. For it to count as a backside flip, it needs to be a bit over 90 degrees. So you're just going to keep on doing that revert until you can finish the 180 rotation. So that's basically how you learn a backside flip. So there you have it. If you know how to do kickflip to frontside board slide, you're just a small step away from learning a backside flip. And yeah, I hope this trick tip was useful and this vid was useful. If it was, make sure you give the thumbs up and subscribe if you're new, and let me know in the comment section what your dream fingerboard trick is. Anyway guys, I'm going to leave it there and I'll speak to you guys soon.